A pleasure to meet y'all at last, and welcome back to Nerf Secret Reveal Distance Gauge Part 2. And so, for this impressive season, I feel like that things are just getting pretty easy from here on out. It's time to bring along what I consider to be another one of the greatest blasters that I've ever possibly owned, period. We have ourselves the Eagle Point RD8, which is in fact a part of the Elite 2.0. So I've constantly referred to it as the Super Series. So the Super Eagle Point is definitely one of the best blasters I've ever had, period. And it might just be one of the greatest that the year 2022 had to offer at the time, until a few others started to take over. And so with other such blasters that I've owned from 2022, like the Raptor Slash and the Trailblazer, the Eagle Point is just amazing at what it is. It's a modular blaster that comes with its own small barrel, as well as an integrated scope that can also be detached. And it has itself a rotating drum, complete with a bolt on the side that serves as the priming mechanism. But the main focus is this 100-foot long downrange that we're going to use to see exactly how well does the Eagle Point actually hold up in terms of its usage to fire darts downrange. Alright, now it's empty, but apart from having a full dart of 8, well, a full drum of 8 darts, we got ourselves what seemed to be some pretty impressive results coming out of a blaster like this. And the Super Series is pretty much a hit or miss, but it seems to be getting a lot better nowadays, and I feel like that all of us can agree. The first mark sits just below 48 feet. A good majority of the darts are scattered around this area as well. So we'll call the middle mark 57 feet. And then finally, a dart sits right smack dab at 64. So 64 feet. I can't really be sure if that's ultimately supposed to be any better than the likes of a bunch of other blasters. But at least for the lineup itself, with some amazing blasters that I've owned, like the Turbine and whatnot, the Eagle Point sure is quite a performer by any means. Not necessarily the greatest piece of mechanical engineering possible, but it sure does prove its worth to anybody, by all means. I really do love this blaster for what it is. Being the first blaster from that lineup that got released in 2022, it pretty much makes sense that after some trial and error, especially with the first 8 that were released in 2020, Hasbro would have to at least get up to an optimal level with this series. And I feel like that by this point, they've actually gotten some perfection out of it. If they really want to be 2.0 with this series to try and make it better than Elite 1.0, then I feel like that this is probably a good shot that they might have to be able to finally success over the first Elite series. And so the Super Series certainly has been getting so much better every year, and I'm not really surprised at this point. The Eagle Point is an amazing blaster for what it is, but just to know the fact that the lineup itself is actually getting even better nowadays than it has been, it really says a lot. But if you want to see more, go down on my channel to make sure that you like, subscribe, comment, follow me on social media, and stay on the Hollywood side.